Okay, thank you. Jan, I appreciate the introduction. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, as always, it's good to see everyone here. I look forward to this every first Wednesday of the month and third. My topic for tonight is computerized automotive controls. And I have no doubt, unless y'all hitchhiked, in which case you're still in a car, everyone here probably drove in a car tonight. And cars are great. They're a part of our American society. My purpose for the speech tonight is to emphasize how greatly computers have been integrated into cars and their operation, and essentially get across the point to you that if you love cars, you love computers. I love computers too. I love cars. It all works out. So I'm going to tell you about how the evolution of computerized controls has improved performance, point one, safety, and comfort. Because you can make a computer do anything. And people want their cars to do everything. You walk out, you don't want to walk out, I take that back. It's 30 degrees out, it's freezing. Take your key fob out of your pocket and boom, your car starts up. Nice, right? Now you got computers in your car telling the HVAC system to turn on, to warm it up, because you don't want to go out there, you don't want to start that car. You're in your robe and moccasins, and the idea of a freezing cold car does not appeal to you in the morning. Handy way that computers are used in cars. That key fob is wireless. The key fob, if you don't know, is that little button that you press to unlock your car. Well, in some newer cars, you can remote start them with that. Cool feature. That's one example of how computers are being used in cars. And I won't go off on all the others because they're real technical and probably not very interesting. Point is, though, they allow for very precise control. And that's particularly important in cars today for a lot of reasons. Firstly, performance, as I mentioned. Horsepower, emissions, and economy. The two that everyone here is probably concerned with is power, because we like to drive fast, and economy because we're cheap. We don't want to put gas in our cars. And the third one that no one really probably cares about, unless you want to save the whales, save the snails, is emissions, because there's all sorts of bad stuff that comes when you burn gas, according to the government, and they want our cars to be clean. So computers help with all these things. Firstly, in the area of power, engines today are putting out 2-3 times the power they were in the 70s. And a lot of that has to do with the way that management of the engine is run. And that's done through computers, through injection timing, through all these cool parameters that are involved in operating an engine. And without computers, we'd have to rely on mechanical things with moving parts that would break a lot more than our cars break today. That would be a problem. Emission-wise, cars today, on average, produce 1/37th the emissions that they did in 1960s. So 37 cars of today equals one gas guzzler of the 1960s. There's tons of technology. There's hydrogen injection, evaporative emission control, urea injection, direct injection, you name it, we got it. All this stuff is controlled by computers. An average car in the 1980s got 16 miles a gallon. That's for the whole average of everything. Today we got 22.6. It's a minor improvement, it counts for something. Comfort. We all like to be comfortable. Entertainment, those DVD players in the back that keep your kids busy. Computers. Convenience options. You want voice recognition, sync, all those cool things, maps, GPS in your car. Computers. Internal hard drives for your MP3 players. You want 50, 100 gigabyte hard drive in your car so you can listen to music without your iPod? Computer. There you go. Automated HVAC, like I said, you can have your car get cool in the summer, hot in the winter without you going out and braving the elements to get inside of it. Doop, doop, hit a button, done. Convenience options, power seats, power up, power down, power back, power in, lumbar support, whatever you can move the seat, you can have a computer to do it. Heated seats, heating steering wheels, and now cars even have cooled and heated cup holders. And what more can we cool and heat? Come on. Safety. That's the third point. We had performance, we had comfort, safety. We all want to be safe, we all want to show up to our next Toastmasters meeting. Got to be safe about it. Airbags. If you get in an accident in a 2012 vehicle, you're going to feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man exploded in your face. You're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 airbags blowing off in your car. And they don't just blow off, they're a lot smarter than that. Depending on what angle you get hit, what speed you get hit, the size of the passenger in the seat, where their seat is relative to the airbag, all sensors, all factors are taken into account. So you can have airbags that blow off in one stage of intensity if you get hit at 20 miles an hour, At another stage at 80 miles an hour, depending on if you're a 50-pound kid or a 100-pound, skinny little lady or a 300-pound guy. Doesn't matter. We got it figured out. You're going to be safer than you were. Can't guarantee anything, but safer than you were 20 years ago, that's for sure. They're designed to avoid unnecessary deployment. You don't need them blowing up if you hit a curb at 5 miles an hour. It's not a big deal. Seatbelt pretensioners, there's another cool thing. They're controlled, like I said, by computers. It's all modules, it's all communication going on inside your car, whether you realize it or not. Seatbelt pretensioners, this little explosive charge down here by your seatbelt where you buckle it in. When you get in an accident, blows off, tightens that seatbelt right up against you, and you're not going anywhere. It's got you, it's hugging you, and it's blowing up an airbag in your face because you're going to be safe, like it or not. They're logically controlled by what's called the body control module. It's one of maybe 40 modules in your car. Each module, to break it down, is a little tiny computer. It might have one process. It might have turn button on equals turn that on. Process in, process out. That's what computers do. Studies show that all this technology improves safety. I hope that it does because we spend a lot of money figuring it out in the automotive industry. But people forget about this stuff. They don't take it for granted because they don't necessarily see it. But all these changes, they're there, whether you realize it or not. In fact, some of the software and the communication networks in cars are so advanced that there's actually now IT security thought processes that go into developing this, in the sense that in the same way you might defend your computer from an attack from a virus, like I just got on my PC tonight trying to write this, your car actually has been designed to resist hacks, so to speak. Wireless hacks that could happen to a new car. That's how sophisticated some of these are. Accident avoidance. If you ever seen the Mercedes commercial, they say, I wasn't paying attention and I drift off the road and my car, it's amazing, it saved me. Well, that's accident avoidance. You can break that down in a ton of different areas. We have pre-safe braking, keep you from rear-ending someone. We have lane assist, keep you from drifting out of your lane. Blind spot monitoring, it'll alert you when someone's in your blind spot. Dynamic headlight assist, turns your headlights. Adaptive cruise control, you can follow the car in front of you. And even park assist, which turns on cameras and whatnot around you. So essentially, computers are very important. If you like cars, you like computers, and they're necessary for sophistication of people wanting cars today. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you very much.